Welcome back to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Abby Peel, and we're coming to you from a project site here on Mascoma Lake in Enfield. And I'm now joined by Justine Lewellyn, who's the contractor of this project. Hi, Justine.
How are you?
Thanks for being here and letting us see all your work.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your company, because you don't directly work with LaValley's. You're the contractor of this job.
Yeah, so we're just a small company. We're small potatoes, as we say. Just me and a couple of guys, and we do home projects from what you see behind us to much smaller things, bathroom, kitchen renovations, that kind of thing. So.
Amazing. And what's the name of your company?
We're Lewellyn Carpentry.
Lewellyn Carpentry.
Yep.
And how's your relationship with LaValley's? How does that come to be?
So we started with LaValley's a lot of years ago. They're convenient. They are able to take care of anything that we need them to. So from a logistics point of view, it's great to coordinate with them, and it's a good relationship.
That's wonderful, and I'm sure knowing that LaValley's has some resources for you is also a big help.
Without question.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about some of the advantages of the panelized process. Have you always used the panelized process when building with LaValley's, or do you do stick build as well?
So originally, this is many years ago, 10, 15 years ago, all we did was stick built.
Okay.
And it was presented to us on a project as being a good way to do it. Basically, they take the plans for the house and they manufacture it in a shop pretty much. They frame it off site. And then it comes on a truck, and you set the panels with a crane.
Huh.
So at first I was a little skeptical, because
Okay.
it takes away a lot of the on-site changes that you can make
Sure.
if you need to adjust things or whatever. So I was a little nervous about it at first, but we did our first house with it, and it was great. Again, we have a small crew, so
Sure.
framing can be a challenge.
Definitely.
As far as when you get into setting trusses or standing up walls, there's a lot of things that can really stress a small crew as
Sure.
far as manpower, but it went wonderfully, and if we have the opportunity to do it that way, to do it panelized, we've been doing it ever since.
So this is a panelized build behind us.
So in this particular project, the walls were not panelized
Okay.
because of site constraints.
Okay.
The floor system was all pre-cut though, so basically they all come numbered and lettered as to where everything goes. You get your blueprints, and it's like putting together a big puzzle.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a Lego, but just in a massive build.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it must be pretty impressive to watch it kind of show up, and then all of a sudden you go from not a lot here to, in I'm sure a little bit of time, there's a structure.
Yeah. So the place right across the road, actually, we did that all panelized.
Okay.
So in the course of 3 or 4 days, you go from just a concrete foundation to, you got trusses set and you're sheathing the roof. So it's a lot that happens in just a few days.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And has it made you have to learn a new way of carpentry and building?
Yes, but most of that's just with putting the pieces together.
Sure.
When you get all the parts and you gotta kind of figure out the numbers and stuff. That took a little bit of getting used to, but
Yep.
it really, once you do it, once or twice, it's really pretty easy.
And is this something you think you'll stick with doing, or are you looking to go back and forth, or depending on project?
Yeah, so I think it's very project dependent. Like I said, in this instance, we weren't able to panelize the walls because we
Sure.
couldn't get a crane close enough. But if that's if the project allows it, it will definitely be something we do.
And does it mean you can take on more projects in a year of work?
Yeah, it's nice because they'll come and they'll measure the concrete, but we can be off doing other projects while the walls are getting made. So it takes that whole stretch of time that we would be on site. It really takes that right away. It lets us focus on other things, and then when the walls are ready, we come back and we set them, and then we're good to go.
And if someone wanted to get in touch with you, learn more about your services, how do they do so?
Give us a call. I have email and phone number, and you can by all means reach out, and we can see what you got going on.
Perfect. Well, Justine, it's really nice to meet you and be able to see this project. I know you're getting close to the finish line, so that must be exciting for you.
It is exciting, yeah.
Well, wonderful. Thank you for talking with us.
Thank you.